The best way to know a wicked friend is watch how they treat others. When you see the way they treat others, especially when somebody offends them, you can tell whether this person should be your friend or not. I can summarize everything I want to say to you by simply just telling you, when you have a friend who is wicked to others, depends on whatever you call the wickedness, know that what you see him or her doing to others, when you are going to have a problem with him, or whenever you have a problem with him better, exactly that thing you see he or she is doing to others is what he or she is going to do to you. If you have a friend that never forgives, to the slightest thing done against him or her, he is always going to go on a revenge mission. Know for sure that the day you have an issue with him or her, he may be with your friend, not be laughing. He may even be telling you, so and so person, I dealt with him. You that person, I dealt with him. Sure, you know me now. I dealt with that person. I did it. Know that the day you are going to have a problem with him or her, he's going to do the same. I'm giving you this advice now so that you don't get needlessly hurt, because over life, over times, over experience, and by my exposure, I've seen many different type of people in my life. And I can tell you the best thing you can do is keep a limitation. Let there be boundaries if you cannot totally walk away from such a fellow. Because that thing you see he or she is doing, this person just walks down the road, kicks the dog, kicks the cat. This person passes, you see that person is a useless person, is a nonsense person, and then when the person comes close to you, hello, good morning, sir. God bless you, sir. How are you, sir? And she's just a nonsense person. I say, but you are just greeting him as if you and him are very close. Live life. Know that you are dealing with a very wicked person. You see the way he's smiling, crocodile smile, and then greeting somebody, and then talk about them at the back in a bad way. That is exactly the way they are going to talk about you when you and they have problem. Everything may be rosy, namby-pamby between you and them now. Once you see the way they treat other people, there are some people, if you offend them, they are never ever for a peaceful closure until they get even with you or with the person. They are not ready to talk about peace. People say, what that means is that, literally what it means is that, if, how do I explain this now? If the chicken throws away my medicine, me too, I will go and break his egg. It is when they have revenged to what they feel that, yes, that is when they will now say, okay, we cannot talk of peace. That is a very dangerous friend to keep. When you see the way they treat other people's children, just because they have a problem with the mother or the child or not the rest, know that when the day you are going to have an issue with them, you know, human relationship, there are various dynamics. You can be friends today, before you know it, that same person becomes a bitter enemy tomorrow. So I'm warning you beforehand now. Once you see such tendencies, start to carry your embassy from that person. And go away. You see the danger of keeping that person around or hanging around with that person and say, he's my friend. You people don't understand how he's my friend. After a while, you are going to be like that. I'm giving this as a general life experience and exposure advice to you. If you don't want to be like an angry man, don't make friends with an angry man, because surely you are going to be like that after a while, because you are soaking in things for them. I told you the other, okay, there was a situation I observed somewhere, I won't say much about it, other than a little girl, beautiful, little, innocent girl. I was looking like this, and they treated this girl badly, all because they are having a problem with the mother. When you see people like that, mark them. The day you have a problem with them, I will not be tired of saying it, they are going to treat your children like that if they have the chance. Do you have somebody around your life who always wants war? There's always chaos. There's always something to fight against, fight for, always agitating. I'm not talking of legit things. He just wants to, if something does not go the way he likes or she likes, then that thing is not good at all. So there must be war over it. Some of them, they are like what we call high maintenance staff. You have to sit them down to break the nuts and the bolts down. What you have explained to everybody, I beg to differ. I beg to differ. Let me be the devil's advocate on this matter. Anything that is going on, it just wants to sit at the other side of the fence. It just takes pleasure when there's chaos, when there's drama, when there is bloodletting, so to say. That is when he's happy. He flows. You cannot afford to be a friend with such a fellow, lest you learn his ways. Those guns you see he's shooting at other people and he's telling you, you know what, I dealt with him today, I dealt with that today, I did that and did this today. When you and he have problem, you know what I will say, Nabi? He will do the same thing to you. When you have a friend, he has quarreled with A, he has quarreled with B, he has quarreled with C, he has quarreled with his pastor, he has quarreled with his church, he has quarreled with his prayer group, he has quarreled with his neighbors in the whole compound. That's where he's living. Nobody talks to him, nobody greets him. That is how he quarreled with people in his office too. They keep him at arm's length. And you say, this is your friend. Mama, if you don't want to be like her, carry your embassy and close it and leave. You cannot reform them. Don't deceive yourself. It's clearly that person that has a medical issue. Whether you say it's bipolar or not, can you allow the person to seek an expert? If you want to look for trouble, go and try and tell him he has a problem. Then you will know that you don't have a friend. When somebody is the one quarreling with everybody, you have a record that he has quarreled with this person, fought with that person, fought with this person, open for confrontation with that person. Always chaos, always drama. That is not a friend. Be very careful. When you see somebody forge lies against another person, just because he's just looking for something, I will deal with her, I will deal with her, and you see somebody forge lies that gets another person into trouble, or almost get another person into trouble, or almost get that person killed, or almost make that person lose the job, or even the person can lose the job based on the lie somebody else told. And he says, I tell you, I will deal with it. I tell you, me, you can't try me now. You can't try me now. When you have such a friend, run before they will turn the same gun towards you. Just small, begin to cut off their friendships. Because if they can tell lies like that without any moral scruples, they are going to lie against you one day. Such a friend, make sure you don't put destructive secrets. When I mean destructive secrets, I mean what can hurt or wound you in their hands. Because if you keep secrets with them, say, see this one, that one, the day they will quarrel with you. You see those things that you call secrets, or those bad things you know about, it is going to be used against you on the internet, or they go and tell your husband something. You can have a situation whereby in an office or in an organization or in a compound, you see everybody is fighting each other. By the time you sit down with everybody, I say, okay, what is the source of this thing? So and so person told me that this so and so person said my husband is like this. That's why me too, I say, why can you talk like that? I should be talking like that. By the time you look at everybody whose head have been butted together, is that winch among them. The Bible tells us that when you remove the firewood, the fire will go out. She is the one that is going up and down. He is the one telling tales, and before you know it, everybody's head butts has butted themselves. Such a person, if you have them as a staff, sack him. Because if you don't sack him, the day he will rise up against you, he will destroy you before all your clients. You see, all the small things you do as company secrets, is filing them. I met one of those kind of people. Every time he talks to people, he's recording the thing. Recording it for a day that you will be needing it. One day, somebody was talking somewhere and said, even you, pastor, he recorded you. I said, like how? He's the one that come to me for advice. I didn't know he was recording everything I was saying. And the thing that we're talking about involve people that are close to all of us. I thank God that the day I was saying those things, and of course, I just have to say the truth, I did not say anything bad about anybody. If just went straight to the facts. I was to say, he recorded you too, sir. What are you recording? Every conversation is being recorded and kept. You phone them, they are dubbing it, keeping it. Then the day there's trouble, so to say, to control you, to manipulate you. They will say, look, I have a file here. If you don't perform, I will blow your matter. When you have somebody who goes to be like that, run, so that you don't tell the had I known story. Some of them don't care if a thing will scatter a marriage. I remember one husband and wife situation. A husband got up one evening. The man has 2 cars. So he went to one of the cars. He had not been driving because he had a better car. So he just abandons that car. So I think that day he went to that car and drove it out. By the time he came back, his wife met him with quarrel. Started fighting. By the time he tried to find out and what happened, he said, what happened? The other woman who is like a neighbor to them, immediately the husband drove the car out, went to meet this young girl who has just entered a marriage and told her that, you see that your car that your husband, that car that your husband drove out, he drove it to a girlfriend house. Meanwhile, this man just took the car for a spin and brought it back home. That was what led to the quarrel of this young couple. Now, the husband now went to go and meet, after the wife told him that it was this other woman next door that said so. He went to meet the other person and said, see what your wife did. The man said, please don't be offended. That is how she also went to another person, matrimonial home, met husband and wife eating. And while they were eating, she entered and told the man, told the woman in the presence of the wife, say, see now you are eating with my friend, though. After then you will go and meet so and so girl. Blah. Fight started. When you have a friend who is like that, run, because he or she is going to get you into trouble. Let me take the deeper. Any friend that is coming to you to say, update, let me give you update. It don't happen. It don't happen. It don't share. Update, and let me give you update. It don't blow. Alarm don't blow. Everywhere don't scatter. And then he's telling you, this person like that, this person like this person like this. Only him have the secret of everybody. Know that your own secret is sitting somewhere. One day, your own too will be used by him as update. If you have a friend who says, you see, because as an elder, we need to say some of these things to some of us. If you have a friend who says, what of that so and so person? It's a witchcraft agent. What of that person? It's an evil person. What of this person? It's a satanic agent. What is that person? It's a liar. What's that one? Common chief. Everybody, he has a name for them. Everybody, he has accused them of this or that. Only him is the saint available. Run. Because one day, his phone will ring. Well, you will call him with your number and you'll be sitting next to him. You will see that he saved your name as maybe husband structure, talkative. Anybody you see that have all manner of accusatory names for people, and the way he saved them, your own name too. The way he see you, he has saved it like that. So don't let it surprise you. One day, a security officer had a problem with his wife. As he came from work, the woman started fighting him. I can't remember exactly what they say happened. Then the police officer asked him, please, let me just ask you a question. He said, did so and so woman come to this house today? She said, yes. Why are you asking? He said, that's why you are fighting. I have noticed that any day this woman comes to this house, that day we must fight. So she has come again today. What has she been telling you? When you have a friend who is telling you, is that what you are taking from your husband? My husband cannot try that with me. She wants to scatter your house. She wants to scatter your house. Is that what your wife said to you? Are you not a man? Are you not a man? Go back to that house and show her who the man is. By the time you follow evil instruction like that, and you end up in police cell, blame yourself, don't blame the person that pushed you. So be very, very careful. If you have a friend who, when she or she has a problem with another person, wants to recruit you into becoming that person's enemy, be very careful. These are the kind of people who gang stalk people. The mere fact that you have a problem with somebody does not mean everybody around you should become the enemy of that person. But when you have a friend who has that tendency, be very, very careful, because the day you are going to have a problem with him, he will unionize people around. I've seen people who created problems for me by unionizing people around them. The network have entered into everybody. They now become the arrowhead of the problem you are facing. And they are supposed to be your friend. I'm telling you from experience. You will not know where the trouble is coming from and is going to still be your friend, and is the one that brought all the people together, steer them up, and then butt your head with their heads, and is still your friend, and is still, be careful. Those are the kind of people that may get you into trouble. One thing about a friend who is into control, manipulation, and domination is that, check them well, they are either blind witches or they are on the way to become witches. If they are not controlling people, if they are not manipulating people, strong-arming people, they can even shed crocodile tears, to have their way. Now, shedding tears. It's a dangerous person. I remember the case of a very popular, I don't want to say too much, very big man, was having a problem with his wife. And immediately he noticed that whether some people are coming or something, she just jumped up and hit herself on the ground, and started crying. Now, if you walk into that kind of house or scenario, are you not going to say, this man, you are a very bad man, you are a very wicked man, look at the way you treated her? She jumped up and hit herself on the ground. What saved that man that day was because the houseboy was there, and the houseboy was said, Oga did not touch her. It was when she jumped up by herself and slammed herself on the ground. When somebody has that kind of mind to do that kind of thing, he's a dangerous person. So if the houseboy was not there, it will be the man's word against hers. You have such a friend who is a drama artist like that. She is the one pushing the man up and down. All of a sudden, she starts to act drama. Be very careful. She's going to use that same tool against you. If you have a friend, you cannot get a word in. You are talking to them. To get one word in, they just want to have the last say. They want to have the first say. They want to have the say in the middle, their opinion and their idea. If they are in a meeting, if what they say is not accepted, they will make sure they work against that idea until the thing collapses. And they will say, I tell you, it won't work. I told you it will not work. When I'm telling you something you don't want to take, they want you to take what they say. You cannot take an idea of your own unless it is their idea, unless you do it the way they want it done. Any other idea, they will finish it. Be careful. There was a situation whereby somebody was being narcissist, whatever, and somebody was now saying, allow that person to have his way. That's how he used to make trouble. Allow that person to have his way. And I was like, how long are you going to live like this? Allowing this person to have his way. If he takes an inch today, he will take a mile tomorrow. Be very careful. So the only advice I can give to you is, if you want to pray for them in case you have power, pray for them. If you want to, but get ready for long prayer. Get ready for long prayer. It is best those kind of people see a professional than you try to meddle with them, because they are going to turn against you. So I'm just speaking the way it came to me and a few things I wrote down here. I'm not here to give you, when you see these kind of profiles, just be careful. My personal advice from my experiences, just carry your bag and start putting distance between them. Small. Push them out. We are not seeing you use this. Hey, my sister, you know how it be. So many things are on. I hope you are fine. I will be in touch. Small, so that you don't antagonize them, because they are only alive when they have somebody to fight. God bless you. I'll see you in the next video. Let me have your own experiences. If you have met such people, handle such people, and how did you handle it so that others can learn.